Welcome back, everyone. This is Akanar here with more Sekiro, where we are actually live streaming. I believe now we are actually live on YouTube. Pay no attention. Hopefully, I don't know if any... Well, nobody got to see this because I was supposed to go live over 15 minutes ago, and I, in my mind, was live, except I am still a rookie at streaming on YouTube, and have not yet learned, apparently, that not only do you have to click the start streaming button in OBS, but you also have to click the go live button on YouTube. It is a two-step process to actually be broadcasting to the internet. So, officially this time, welcome everyone. We're playing Sekiro today, and we're live streaming it. Hopefully. I see, finally, somebody in the chat. I was wondering, the chat was mysteriously not moving the entire time, even though I knew somebody was there, had already said first, how you doing, Matt? As long as you didn't already beat the boss. Yeah, just first shot, True Monk, we're already done, stream's over. Sorry you guys missed it. And he just started playing. Yeah, we're already into things here. Now, fortunately, the only thing that did not go out to the internet was just me doing a recap that nobody heard, which I'll have to redo now because we are actually live. Welcome in, Johannan. How are you doing, friend? Glad to have you here as always. You've been here for the entire Sekiro playthrough. It's been great to have you this whole time. It's like launching missiles, two-step verification, just like that. Exactly. Found the last bead, I see. That is the first update that we must cover because, yes, as I was going through, we had a very event-filled, fun couple last episodes where we got to delve into the Father's Bell Charm. It was so much fun getting to see this major piece of hidden content, including an entire new boss fight that I had not yet experienced. So much fun getting to do all that. A great challenge. Glad to finally get down Foster Father. What a great fight. And so then, in the wake of that, I did play some off-camera. I believe we're kind of at the point now in New Game Plus where there are a lot of mini-bosses and other things, exploring different zones that it's probably, you know, stuff that I'm going to be covering off camera. This was one thing that I debated on including, but I also kind of wanted to sate my curiosity because I saw this window as I was exploring outside, taking out lone shadows and other things on the rooftops here in the castle. I realized there's a window here and there's a chest inside that I've never found. What the hell? And sure enough, there is a secret shinobi door that is in one of the rooms here in the antechamber, and sure enough, they have all kinds of shit stockpiled back here, but most importantly of all was the final prayer bead. So we are finally at 20 vitality. We have maximum vitality, maximum posture finally attained, thanks to the Father's Bell Charm, and thanks to eventually me noticing the window that I could have seen this whole time. This one isn't, you know, admittedly, it's an easy one to miss if you're trying. You don't really, it's hard to see this one compared to like the Hirata Estate secret room. I think that one stands out a lot more, although I kind of missed it until I actually reviewed my footage. But at least this one has a window, right? There are, I guess, maybe even a couple different sides of the castle that you could peek in and get a glimpse. Hey, there's an item in there. So they do give you a little bit of a clue. So the last prayer bead has been found. Yes, Classic Souls window for the secret wall. That is one fantastic thing about the FromSoft games is that there are, I guess, some secrets where you kind of have to hit every corner or hit every wall to really find. But most of, or maybe you need like an online message to clue you in. But I would say there's a lot where there are subtle little environmental clues that if you're paying enough attention, you should be able to find. I don't think I ever noticed the window. The wall just seems sus to me. That's interesting that you noticed. It's funny how different brains work. You happen to pick up on the clues here that I guess it was the fact that this is a wall, or there's an item in front of this. And we also have the item upstairs in the dojo that's in front of like the portrait that gives you instructions on lightning reversal. And that one is not a sus wall. So it just didn't register to me that this one was a sus wall. But either way, we got there. Cast Seek Guidance. Seek Guidance, most OP spell in all of Dark Souls. We also, let's go ahead now. I think we are done here in this room. So let's teleport back to the temple. I did check. I did another NPC sweep in the wake of finishing up the Father's Bell Charm. Nothing too major from either Emma or the sculptor. A little bit of new dialogue, a little bit of a new eavesdrop, but really them just, you know, Emma just kind of hoping that we're able to complete our mission. She did also kind of check our face. I've reverted now to the New Game Plus outfit that we've been using, so our face is not really visible, but Emma apparently can see all, and she sees even through the Sekiro mask, and she was checking in to see if our mark, right, the mark from the Dragon's Heritage has changed at all in the wake of dealing with the owl foster father memory. Wolf basically responds by saying, I'm just doing my job. I'm just being Wolf. Nothing new from Kuro or Ishin. Obviously, we're still keeping Kuro in the dark as we press forward with this resurrection. No, purification ending, right? I think that's what we're calling it. I did explore the rest of Hirata Estate just to make sure there was nothing new there. And sure enough, nothing else besides what is found at the end where the father's bell charm teleports you in. I cleaned up the underwater carp. That was about it. The carp scales that were underneath the water. I have picked up Ashina Cross. That's the latest skill addition that I have added here. So we now do have the ability at some point to, in the final tree, once we can afford it, we can get the Spiral Cloud Passage. I will say, so far, I have not been super impressed by the Ashina Cross. If people have suggestions on when and where to use it, I'm all ears. I was using it primarily against a couple of the mini-bosses, so I've been cleaning up the other mini-bosses that we had left over. There were a couple headless fights that I hadn't done yet. There was the Chained Ogre at the bottom of the castle, and also Masanaga out at the edge of the castle, as well as Vilehand in the dojo, the couple Lone Shadow fights. And that's really where I was using the Ashina Cross, was against those Lone Shadow mini-bosses. And it seemed okay. I really needed to catch them when they weren't deflecting. If they deflect it, it just didn't seem like... It felt like the two wasted spirit emblems. So, I don't know about this one. We'll see. We shall see. Painting in the memory teaches you to check wall paintings. Yeah, the one in Hirata Estate, right? Although I felt like this may be something that I still need to find. Maybe I need to be more cognizant of that, because maybe there are a lot of those that I have not found in Sekiro, similar to the prayer bead one. But it has felt like there haven't been that many. That outside of Hirata Estate and what's the other one I can think of? There's one that's in the floor underneath Mibu Village. But it hasn't felt like there have been too many of those. Illusory Wall just published a pretty interesting video doing a deep dive into everything related to Seek Guidance. Pretty interesting. So there's even more to the story. I'll have to check that out. It's very good for when you need to replace something with Ichimonji Double or Sakura Dance. And then there's a kappa there, so basically don't replace either of those because they're the best. I want to figure out how to get... I've got something blocking my chat here a little bit. How do I move this thing? How the heck do I move that? I guess I just expand the window a little bit. Okay. Don't mind me there. What else do we have here? Let's just finish up the rest of... I think that's it. I think that's it. One other small little note that I noticed was that, I don't know if we'll see this in Mibu Village. Where could I show this? It turns out that there is... Where's the best... I think this one here. The vengeful spirits that we are seeing in New Game Plus, we're not seeing the same ones. I'm not finding the Nightjar or the... What was the other? The Nightjar or the Ashina Elite that we saw all through New Game. This time, it seems like it's all Mibu Village related stuff. And I actually, just for whatever reason, I ended up poking back through Sunken Valley a little bit here, and I found that this little, whatever this thing is here, it looks like it actually is a spawn point. Well, I didn't get anything to spawn this time, but I did sort of get ambushed. I got ambushed off camera the other day by the Mibu Village mob here that pops out of that little vortex, I don't know what the hell. I had been so puzzled by that, but it seems like maybe it's a Vengeful Spirit's spawn point. That's about the only other little bit of off-camera news that I have for y'all. So, I think that does it. Why don't we go ahead and get started here with the True Monk grind. And I think this time we're not going to worry about... The only reason that I did the reflection... We're going to jump into the regular fight here. We're not going to do the reflection. The only reason that I did the reflection on our previous live stream was because I hadn't... The one that was for the Great Shinobi Owl. When we... Yeah, the first live stream. It was because I didn't have access to that fight yet, technically, in the game. I needed to play through the rest of the content in the game to actually get to the Great Shinobi. So this time, we are at the point where we can just jump into the True Monk fight in Fountainhead Palace. So let's just go ahead and buy a little bit here. Let's spend our sen on a couple Divine Confetti. And maybe we'll start using some Divine Confetti in this fight, perhaps. Since Divine Confetti is supposed to be good just against anything, right? So I've been told. But let's head to the depths and get back to the entrance to the palace. You might want to disable ambient occlusion. I think that is the setting that causes FPS drops in the monk fight. Ambient occlusion. We'll see how it goes here. We'll see how the fight goes. I know we were getting some of those frame drops before, and we've gotten I honestly have gotten that throughout the game. It has just been an intermittent issue, and I have wondered if it's the fact that I'm recording, as well as, and in this case streaming, as well as playing the game. But we can try that. Ambient occlusion is definitely worth giving a look at. It's a late game modifier to account for which order you gather ingredients, mixes it up a bit. What was that in reference to? I missed that there. How's it going? Have I ever said your name before? Is it Azu? Can I call you Azu? Which ending are you going for? We are going for, I don't know for sure the name of the ending. I'm calling it the Purification ending. I am aware, no spoilers please. I am still in the dark on, I've done, I guess what was the first ending we did? The one that involved the Divine Child and the Fruits of the Serpent. We've done that ending. And now we are going for the Purification ending, but I am aware that there are 2 other endings. One of them is just, I guess, kind of the normal ending where you have the, I don't know, Immortal Severance or whatever that you do with Kuro, where you just give him the Dragon's Tears. But I am aware that there is a different one, but I don't know anything about it. We have not discussed that yet. We're just focused on getting this New Game Plus done. And then I will consult with my mods eventually to get some non-spoiler guidance on that. And I think from a couple comments that I've received and hearing some thoughts from people that would be something that would be worth making some separate videos for in New Game Plus Plus. I would not be recording the entirety of a New Game Plus Plus playthrough. I think once we're done here with the Charmless Bell Demon New Game Plus, then I'm essentially done with Sekiro, except for whatever is involved in this other ending, which it does seem like there is quite a bit of interest. What I've been able to gauge so far, some people at least are interested in seeing this other ending. So that will be down the road, just so you all are aware of that. But please do keep me in the dark. No spoilers on what all that entails. We'll get to it eventually. For now, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is called the Purification ending that we're going for. Or maybe that's a spoiler. I don't even know. I'm trusting my mods to toe whatever line needs to be towed on that. Might be a general effects one. Oh, you're talking about the Phantoms, the other thing, the late game modifier. Yeah, I figured that it had to do with the fact that we went straight to Mibu Village, right? We didn't even do... It must be because we did Corrupted Monk before Genichiro, right? And that's what causes the Phantoms to be the ones from Mibu Village, which I kind of like, because the Mibu Village mobs are so much easier than dealing with the Ashina Elite. All right, we do have a bit of experience here, but it's not close enough to another skill point to make me want to go grind. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in, and we'll get the experience back once we beat the boss. It'll be fine. What do we want to do for prosthetics? Shuriken is not really great. I don't think it is, at least against... I think I've seen some people that use Sen Throw. There's like a really crazy video that somebody made that's like... They're using all these different tricks, like Yashirikus plus oil plus the fire axe plus Sen Throw, and they have like some insane DPS. Really kill the boss super fast, but that is not me. I am not trying to do any of that business. But we might be wanting to use these. Once we get a little bit more comfortable with the fight here, we might be wanting to use things like Divine Confetti. I don't know what combat art I would want to use. The video that Matt sent me, Matt was doing some cool stuff with, what was it, the Nightjar slash, which I haven't been using for quite some time. So that is a potential option there. Doesn't spend any spirit emblems. Matt had like Nightjar slash plus Long Spark for stuns, which I guess is just kind of your general go-to. Like when you don't know what prosthetic tool to use, when in doubt, go with the firecrackers. So the phantoms, the vengeful spirits, are more tied to 3 general areas: Mibu, Senpo, and the Valley. The order in which you do them changes the phantoms. So it doesn't have anything to do... Huh. It doesn't have anything to do with Genichiro, huh? So why do we get Nightjar and Ashina Elite phantoms? Why do those guys show up? Doesn't seem like any of those guys are tied to any of those areas, but... I also have been made aware that there is a death blow that you can get. A plunging death blow in this fight, which I had no idea. I wouldn't have even ever guessed that that was a thing. But apparently, if you get on one of these branches here, you can do a plunging death blow. So we'll see if we can make that happen here. I don't want to do Ashina Cross, so let's just put this on... We'll put the Nightjar Slash. I'll go with the build that Matt had here, and if anybody else has some suggestions or anything, feel free to throw those out here. I am totally open to strategy suggestions or ideas, what people like to use for combat arts, prosthetics. We're at that point here, doing a challenge run, where I'm all ears. All ears to that stuff. Well, the point is to try to find what works. Try to find what works. And deflect on time. Easier said than done. Deflecting on time. That is a sweep. I thought we were doing the vertical strike there. I was going to dodge and then drink. Like that. That's kind of what I wanted to do. That needs to be a Makiri counter. There's the Makiri counter. There we go. Okay, getting a little bit of a rhythm going here. I thought I was totally getting smacked there. Dang. It feels like that one's going to have such a longer windup than it ends up having. Ooh, I really let off the deflect spam there. Or maybe I didn't, and the fact that I was deflect spamming, I just lost the roll. Okay, that actually went much better than I was thinking it would for a very first attempt, so not bad for the first one of the day. And hey, look at that. We get some unseen aid. What do you know? What do you know? Yeah, Matt's just kind of summing up the answer that I gave on the endings there. I'm probably the only weirdo that uses Nightjar Slash, so feel free to use whatever. It feels like a pretty good... I liked where you were using it. I've got to get used to it. But I like it as a distance closer. It is a lot quicker and safer in this fight, it feels like, than something like Shadowfall. So, I think it's pretty good. I don't know how Ichimonji is supposed to be. Ichimonji I really like. But, if nothing else, Ichimonji recovers your posture. But I felt pretty good about how that was going. I was pretty satisfied with the fact that most deflects felt pretty good. Most. Keyword, most. Like right there. Like that's not a bad spot for the Nightjar Slash. I like it. Man. Cool. Okay, so some of the corrupted muscle memory is coming back to us here. Feels pretty good. Cool. Okay, now let's see if I can get on the right branch here. The right branch is supposed to be this one? Who knew? Who knew you can just skip a phase altogether? My God, that feels wrong. That feels very wrong. But, you know, when we're doing Charmless Bell Demon, I don't care. I just don't care. I'm gonna take whatever tricks I can get. Wow, I am so slow today. Well, not today, but on this phase. Jesus Christ. She gets so much faster in phase 3, doesn't she? And then I do that. The very first terror attack, I jump into it. All right, we got work to do in phase 3. But getting through first phase and second phase, yo, what is up with Unseen Aid? It feels like lately this has been getting just thrown at us. We are getting so lucky down the stretch here. I'll take it. Phase 3, man. Phase 3, though. It's a speed mix-up. There are also the moves, right? The fact that all of a sudden when you're expecting there to be a sweep counter, it directly counters your sweep counter. And the way that I solved that before, it's been so long now since we first did this fight, but the way that I solved it before was by just focusing on moving to the right or moving to the side. It felt like almost every move there came down faster than I thought. I gotta remember I do have firecrackers. We can use firecrackers a bit more. So, I thought that was pretty good, though. I thought that went much better. Maybe this is not going to be nearly as much of a chore as I was thinking it was going to be. See, I like right there, using the Nightjar Slash. That feels like a great spot for it. Oh, I did not deflect that first one and then paid the price. I'm running into the fucking pillar. I thought I was gonna create space, and then I ran into a pillar because I forgot I backed up against a fucking wall. Okay. See if we can do this again here. They give you a pretty, it feels like a pretty long window to take advantage of that. You've got a lot of time there to a lot of time to be able to get the death blow. Fuck me. Forgot how quick that one shows up. And then she does come with a charging sweep. Really need to get out of that corner, holy shit. Time to use firecrackers. Fuck. Just gotta relearn these moves. So quick. Then it's a sweep. And the sweep happens more quickly than you're expecting. You cannot drink that closely, apparently. Or close. Well, we're already out of healing items here. My god. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Just a lot of differences. There are a lot more differences in that phase than I remember there being. Almost looked like it was going to be triple unseen aid in a row. Mixing in some thrust attacks too, I see. I've been watching some of the experts. Been watching some expert video examples of how to mix thrust attacks into it. A perilous gap closing sweep is pretty unique to this boss, I think. Does it? I think it really, it happens in phase 3 only, right? Maybe it happens in the first phase too, but everything is so much faster in phase 3. And then the overhead slash, right, yeah. Everything is just coming at you so fast. All right, let's keep getting reps though. I think we can actually do this a lot more quickly than Owl. And it's also the fact that we are not in a reflection, you know? I think what we have learned is that the reflections are just much harder. I guess I just got knocked down there without getting my posture broken. Probably better not to do a nightjar slash. Lots of jump attacks. Should not have swung. Nice. And we're right here to get to be in position for the death blow. This is so cool that you can do this basically every single time. It's not like some difficult to execute move. Fuck. Nope. I guess I didn't get enough to the side. Really need to take a pellet or something here. Woo! Fuck, I just froze. I didn't move. I don't have the purple gourd on the bar. I'm not sure if I should. I guess we will. But we'll just also take a drink of it here. A little early on that last one. Fuck. Ooh, I thought I was dead. That's a sweep. That's a fucking sweep. that's also a sweep. Why did I think that the spit was coming there? I totally got thrown out by the fact that there was no spit. I can't jump there. Come on. Gotta be better. Shit. Getting close. Getting close, and we did it. Oh my god. Yo. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, let's go. Immortality severed. Too easy. What the hell? To be fair, we did have a lot of practice. I didn't stream any of it. I didn't record any of it. There were only like a few of the death attempts against Corrupted Monk that were actually documented for the playthrough here. But I did die to Corrupted Monk a ton off camera. So there's a lot of that muscle memory that just directly translates over to this fight in a lot of ways. It is the same fight. That third phase is still kind of gnarly, but didn't take too long to get up to speed. Feels okay. Corrupted Monk guarded the bridge leading to the Fountainhead Palace. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. The second to... No, not second to last. There are, in terms of required bosses, there are still two more. Right? We have Divine Dragon and then Sword Saint. Those are the two more required bosses. So, I think we'll probably go for Demon of Hatred. I do like that fight. As with everything on Charmless Bell Demon, I'm a little worried about it absolutely wrecking my shit. But it feels pretty good to get that one under our belt. Let's go. I love how the danger kanji can mean one of 3 different things in this fight. I know. And it's that third phase especially that the deciphering the difference between the spit and the sweeps is so crucial. It wasn't nearly as bad this time getting up to speed and recognizing those as it was the first time through. So, and I had some film study. I had some film study from Matt, as well as a couple other videos that I did check out. That's what we're doing here with the Charmless Bell Demon Challenge run. I am not afraid to do research at this point. The blind playthrough part of things is confined to, well, I obviously still want to stay blind on endings and other lore-related things, but the pure blind playthrough aspect of all the skills and combat elements of the game, I reserve that only for New Game. Going into New Game Plus, especially doing a challenge run, all bets are off. So the film study paid off. Thank you for the very well done. This boss is all about perilous, yeah. And man, skipping phase 2, holy shit, that's another game changer. That is another game changer, and it's kind of unbelievable that that is even in a FromSoft game. And especially a game like Sekiro. But hey, it's part of the game. What are you going to say? There's also a very convoluted way to get a death blow on phase 1 as well. I have not seen that. I have not seen that in any of the videos that I've seen. But I guess you're saying that it's pretty jank and unreliable. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and up our attack power again, though. Enhance attack power time. Confront Memory, the True Monk. Once again. Priestess Yao. Which I'm pretty sure is a Chinese name, is it not? Are we supposed to have, like... Is the Fountainhead Palace supposed to be in or close to China? I don't know how historically relevant they're trying to be with that, but Yao, is that not a Chinese name? I could be wrong. Oh, have they patched the cheese way out? Have they patched it out of there? They might have patched out the Phase 1 cheese, okay. Well, Phase 2, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you classify Phase 2 as cheese. I guess anything that sort of skips by an entire phase of a boss fight could be thought of that way. But if they didn't patch it out, you know, if it's still in the game, like, what the hell? Is this supposed to be here? Is this a staff that's on the ground here next to the idol? Was this here before? Is this important? Or is it just a branch on the ground that is just a branch? I feel like I did not see that before. Well, I don't really want to end the stream, so why don't we just keep going? We're doing a live stream here. Why don't we go ahead and keep on making our way through Fountainhead Palace? And you all can let me know if there is anything that that I definitely know that there was one thing that I missed first time through here that I did go back for during the new game playthrough. But maybe there are some other things that we've missed. I will say in general though, oh man, this is such a beautiful zone. And I love the music. I think this still might be my favorite spot in Sekiro. It's so cool. Have I been playing The Witness again? Is that a reference to what I was saying there about that staff on the ground? I think I missed something. Is it Yao Guai and Yao Ming are both Chinese? So yeah, I'm not an expert on these things, but my understanding is that Yao is a Chinese name. I was just making sure, just to get some confirmation, that's all. I couldn't remember for a second if there was an enemy behind this this barrier here, so I was going slow, as I normally do. Taking it slow, sneaking around. Even though these are just Miss Nobles. See, why did I not get the death blow there? Why does it not just give me the death blow? Sometimes. Sekiro. Fountainhead Palace. That would be a pretty interesting... I think there are other things. I think there are other things in the zone that... I don't know if the architecture is supposed to be Chinese in any way. I don't know if that's a detail that they tried to put in the game. But I think there's also... There's the person over here. There's the Okami warrior person on the bridge, who I thought was doing Tai Chi, which is also supposed to be Chinese, right? Take out the folks on the rooftop first, I think, right? You all are facing that way? Okay. At least right now you are. More like, won't be missed, nobles. Got him. I'd say for the sake of content, let the old man play his flute. Just leave the Miss Nobles be. There's some valuable experience points on the line here, some valuable skill points. You can't expect a flute to get in between a shinobi and his experience points, can you? The building design here is super Japanese. Okay. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? I don't get to use shards very often. I want to use some shards. There's something about a good old pebble that I just love. The shards always make me think of Bloodborne, because pebbles. And I can't help myself. That feels great. Feels so good to get the expedient win over True Monk. Sometimes things click. Sometimes things have clicked with Charmless Bell Demon. But there have been enough fights that have just absolutely handed me my butt that I'm not taking anything for granted. Can't take anything for granted with Charmless Bell Demon. Should I be using these balloons? Should I just be popping these balloons as we go? Is that really the way I should be using the Mibu balloons? I think the answer might be yes. Nothing over on this side. Okay, I couldn't remember. Oh, you are looking this way. Just a little Tomoe Tai Chi. Tomoe inspired Tai Chi. Yeah, that's what it feels like. They give you so many balloons that you're maybe just... It's maybe just intended for you to just go ahead and use them as you go. I've been, you know, my RPG instincts of save them so that you can use them all at, you know, so you know you have a farming run that you're aiming for, a particular route that gets you maximum value. But really, you should probably just be popping them. Because you have so many of these dang things. Especially the soul. But we don't need that right now. The thing is, we don't really need what we get from any of these. Like maybe the possession balloon. Once I learn where Yashiriku's sugars drop from, I don't mind popping some possession balloons. I want to get more Yashiriku's sugar. I want to start using this thing. Getting used to the way of Yashiriku. Hoard it all, Yohanan says. Become the dragon of the sakura tree. I am okay to put some shuriken back on the bar here and start taking out some of the lightning doggos. That is not... R2 is the button. Whoops. Less enemies in here than I thought there were going to be. I should also probably be selling off all of my unused upgrade materials, since we don't really have, we only have 2 more upgrades to purchase, and I think we have plenty of materials. So it's only, I think it's only, no, there is another person here on the rooftop. So let's take you out first. Yes, if you know what drops Yashiriku's sugar, I would love to know. That is totally something that I would love to know. Iframes, the death blow iframes there on the Miss Noble. Yes, next skill point locked in though. Let's go. Always love that sound. Yo, there was another guy over here that we missed. We missed a guy on the roof. Hold on a second here. Gotta kill all the enemies. At least the first time through the zone. How did I miss you? How did you miss me? That's what I really want to know. Kind of nice. It's kind of nice being able to wrap up a boss fight so quickly and then just chill for the rest of the stream, however long we decide to go. So much more relaxing. Wait. Oh, they came over there. Got it. Precious bait. The doggos do drop precious bait. The precious bait. The precious bait. I think this is something I'm okay talking about chat with. Well, speaking of Yashiriku's sugar. Did I screw up the precious bait? Like, I know there's the truly precious bait, and that's kind of a choice thing. And we're going to do that differently for New Game Plus. We're going to give the truly precious bait for the other pot noble. But did I screw up what you do with the precious bait? Because I basically gave, I don't know, like 5 or 6 precious baits, and eventually the guy started saying that the carp was full. It felt like I did that wrong, and I was maybe able to get more carp scales out of that if I did something different. Okay, so the samurai spirits, the nightjar spirits, which we don't have on this playthrough, I don't think, because we've done things differently. But also the various monkeys can all drop Yashiriku's sugar. Also, I believe you have Yashiriku's Spiritfall. Yes, correct. I do have Yashiriku's Spiritfall. That's true. And so, ultimately, I shouldn't actually worry about the sugar. I will ask one thing, just to maybe influence my skill points acquisitions at some point. There is this skill, Devotion, which gives you, it extends the amount of time a Buddhist candy is effective. Does this also affect Spirit Falls? I'm gonna quickly open one of my doors here. Hold on. It doesn't take too long for my video card to start really pumping out the heat when I play Sekiro. Did I ever feed the truly precious bait? Yeah, we completed. I got an achievement for killing the carp. I totally lucked into finding the carp. I don't know. I seriously just got so lucky because I was chasing some wild lead. Some wild lead about the finger whistle, right? I was doing the finger whistle and searching back where we killed the guardian ape because I thought there was a connection there with the sculptor or something, and I just totally lucked into the fact that the carp shows up there, and it makes no sense to me still why the carp shows up there. Other than, I guess there's some vague explanation that it's like the head. It is the place where the Fountainhead waters converge. I needed to rest. I actually need to rest. Let's go ahead and rest here and go spend some of our sen. Just go... What do I want to buy, actually? I think I'm going to go buy some Akos. I'm going to get some Akos sugar here. Oh, yeah, it's now nighttime. We finally progressed to night from killing the true monk. I do love the time progression as the game goes on. One of those cool touches. That Bloodborne did so well. And Sekiro does as well. But we'll pick up a whole bunch of Akos here. Stash up on those. What does the carp do after you feed it? What does the carp do after you feed it? The carp looks like it just sits there waiting for more food. And, but you get carp scales from the NPC that's right there by the bell. Up to a point. Once I got to some number of precious bait, he stopped giving me carp scales. He just said, "That's it. No more. We don't want to get the carp full or fat or something." Okay, we did everything as well as we could. Rewards from the Great Carp are limited. Okay, good. They give you so much precious bait. That's why I really wanted to know, because we had... Precious bait is a key item, and we still have so much of it. But it's probably just one of those things where, you know, you don't have to be incredibly thorough, and you'll still just basically get enough precious bait to get all the rewards. Just wanted to make sure of that. Thank you guys for confirming. I guess I do have another question before we head on further through Mibu Manor here. Let's go back to the temple. Well, actually, let's check and see if any let's just do an NPC sweep. If Emma is in a different spot, I definitely want to see. She's still here, so there's nothing new, I don't think, from any of our NPCs. Do any of you remember? Did we do Happy Hour with Emma in New Game Plus? I feel like the only people we've done it with are Sculptor and Ishin. And I didn't complete Ishin's because I wanted to do something a little different with the unrefined sake. I wanted to drink with Emma first, but it looks like she doesn't have the drink option. So do you know whether either I already did Happy Hour with Emma and I forgot, or doing the Father's Bell Charm stuff precludes you from drinking with Emma if you didn't do it already? I don't think we did Happy Hour with Emma, and I don't have that option now. She only drinks in the castle. Does she go back to the castle at some point here before we get to Divine Dragon? Because once we get to Divine Dragon, that's it, right? The temple has too many visitors lately. Yeah, this is all the same. We only have the 2 upgrades left here, and we need Lapis Lazuli for both of them. So we got to get our Lapis Lazuli, and then we can think about upgrades. All right, let's get back to it. What was the ultimate reward from feeding the carp? What did that lead to? That's a good question. What did we ultimately get from... Didn't we get a whisker? I think we got a whisker from the carp. And then the whisker we take to... Yeah, the daughter mourning the father, which we did. I'm pretty sure we covered all that. Oh, that does give us a lapis lazuli. Now that I had forgotten. Okay. So that's pretty important. The only difference this time is we have a different pot noble to use the truly precious bait from. So don't tell me what happens with all that. It's probably nothing incredibly different, but I still want to see for myself. So let's keep making our way through the Fountainhead Palace. And see what we find. We do have the Sakura Bull here. Maybe, and we are pretty low on skill points. Johannan had suggested that Johannan was talking about how you prefer to do deflections against like the Blazing Bull or any of the bull enemies. And I tried to do that against Blazing Bull off camera on like a fresh file, and I got stomped. And I also just don't generally like the feeling of deflecting an enemy that is still doing burn damage. Even if I get perfect deflects, I still take burn damage. I don't know if that's the case against the Sakura Bull. The Sakura Bull isn't fire. It's not a fire enemy, but maybe we should just make a run through here really quickly. Do you think I can make a run for it? And manage to get through alive? We'll wait. We're not going to make a run through here. We'll go through the normal way. Yeah, that's fine, Matt. That's fine. You're making sure we don't spoil anything. And I appreciate that. If I stand up here, you do see me. So we do want to get her quest line. We do want to get her quest line advanced. Because it does actually lead to a lapis lazuli. Okay, I had forgotten that that part is part of the deal.
特にこの先、宮の貴族が先に進むなら。
Thanks for the tip. I do plan on... I was originally going to run through, but I think that would actually be... The terror builds up pretty quickly from those guys. I'm not sure I'd make it. Free Akko sugar, huh? Sekiro is a pretty satisfying game. Even when you already know, like, or at least have a general idea of what all the enemy placements are gonna be, it's still really satisfying making your way through and trying to stealth your way through and collecting all the items and all that stuff. Like, it's just done so well. And I've enjoyed it in a way that I have not enjoyed. Like, I've enjoyed the New Game Plus experience on each of the previous FromSoft games, although I haven't done Dark Souls 3 yet. I am gearing up for doing that here at some point, because I do want to get the Platinum in DS3. So I haven't done New Game Plus yet in that, but it feels so different in Sekiro. There's just something about the way that Sekiro does it. It's great. Okay, what I want here is I want some blood smoke. Oh, you actually did not hear any of that, huh? Oh, it's the person on the roof. I forgot about the rooftops over there. Have I ever seen them finish that suck attack? I'm not sure. I feel like I might have once. I might have gotten killed by that once in a fresh file, but I don't remember exactly what happens. It just builds up terror, and so I want it to stop ASAP. I don't want them to finish. What's the best way to approach this? Because you've got the person that has line of sight. Like, maybe it's best to go... What is the best way to do this? Feels like somebody else is nearby. I'm hearing breathing, but maybe it's the person on the roof. There's like several people on the roof, right? That's probably what I'm hearing. It ain't terror? Is there not a purple meter that's building up on my screen? Have I totally misread that? Are you telling me we should try this out? Maybe I'll try it after I get the, the sculptor's idol here. How can we do this? How can we do this without getting into battle with the lightning halberd person? Because they're gonna kick my ass. What's the best way to do this? We could try, well, the shards aren't gonna reach. That's, oh, I have finger whistle, right? I have finger whistle. Question is, can I get somewhere and not be seen by you? I think the answer is yes. No, fuck. And I aggroed the other person as well. We were so close. We were so close to pulling off the amazing feat there. Come on, we can fight. We can fight. I just don't want to, like, get a double team. That's all. No double team. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so with lightning reversal, some people have said... Okay, so some people have said Sakura Dance is the way to go with the lightning reversal. Some people have said Mist Raven is the way to go. We'll try Sakura Dance again. I'm at the edge of the aggro range here. Okay, so maybe that attack, whatever the other noble is doing, doesn't work from behind. That is a different meter, isn't it? Enfeebled. Well, there you go. There's our answer. Oh my god, we've become enfeebled, guys. We have become enfeebled. We can do nothing. We are barely able to get around, as though we have instantly reached the old age. My goodness. Old man Sekiro. Look at that. Wow, and it took away all of our health as well. That's a hell of a status effect. And we have no way to like disable that, do we? Once you're enfeebled, you're just kind of stuck with it, aren't you? That's kind of fun. Okay, I'm being very boring here because I don't want to take on 2 enemies at once. So let's go ahead and head around. Well, now that I've de-aggroed, I might as well just wait for them to get back in. You can actually fight the flute players in that form and win. So are you saying that it's actually evening the playing field now that you know, the Miss Nobles are really kind of a joke until you get enfeebled, and that's the real true way to battle them. I thought it wasn't going to let me get it again. Yo, they have a grab attack too? I've never seen this either. Hello? Okay, we're learning all sorts of new stuff here. My goodness. I'm so cautious and sneak around so much that I miss out on these sorts of attacks. It's one area for growth. If I am to consider myself a content creator, embracing, it is not my natural instinct, embracing what seems like failure, getting hit by unwanted status effects, and in fact, it's not failure. It's kind of the opposite. You're giving the viewers what they want. Elderly on elderly violence. Thank you for the hint in New Game, Johannan, pointing me in the direction of this very important find. Which I totally skipped by. The remnants here were trying to tell me, but I didn't even check the remnants. Might be valuable item. You think? What was your first clue? The enfeeble is pretty hilarious, though. They kind of actually have a little true monk in them, don't they? Because they're using basically the same weapon as the true monk. Okay, that's not a lightning move there. That is a Makiri counter. I never noticed that before, though. It feels very much like a true monk set of moves. But also I can knock you on your ass. Cool. You're not nearly as intimidating as your lightning-empowered friends. Okay, let's see if we can actually this time get a proper view of this happening, because I so missed this the first time around, as I am often prone to do, looking precisely where I'm not, looking precisely where I miss the big old thing, the big old fish jumping into the bridge, taking out the bridge in front of me. That's a cool moment. Nice, nice, nice. Let's grab the idol here. Just wanted to make sure we banked the Sculptor's Idol, though. Let's clear out the rest of the area here. Just going through and clearing out all the stuff we've done before. That doesn't work for some reason. The Miss Noble can see me. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there. Feeble. That's great. I kind of want to... We should try this out, shouldn't we? Let's take you out. But then now we've cleared out to the last person here. Let's go ahead and see if we can win a battle enfeebled. Shall we? Let me just pick up all the items first. But let's, for the sake of content, let's see if we can actually battle our way through. I'm assuming that I'm not going to be able to use any of my shinobi tools, but maybe I'm wrong. Now, I can't win if I get grabbed immediately. I have no mobility. Oh, and I had no freaking... Oh, I didn't realize that either. It completely takes away your resurrections. Okay, well, there's rip a little bit of experience and sen, which is unfortunate. But, like, do you have any ability to dodge at all? Yeah, you definitely are slow as hell. So I don't know about that. We'll make our way across over here eventually. I'm not sure if I'm going to take out the bull now. Maybe we'll... You can dodge in a way? How do we do it? I'm okay having some pointers, but maybe it's more fun for me to try to figure it out on my own. Probably a good idea to pop some gotchins here. Just get gotchin. Oh, that was it. I thought there was one more. I thought there was one more archer up here. That is it, apparently. All right, Soccerable. What are we doing about you? I guess let's find out if we can actually deflect you. Can we actually deflect you without taking damage? Is that a thing? There's some more Yashirikus. Well, if you don't deflect, you're definitely going to take damage. I've never tried to deflect this enemy, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do the proper deflect timings. It looks like that sounded like a proper deflect, and we still took damage. So it kind of is similar. It's similar to the Blazing Bull, in that you cannot prevent all the damage. You're gonna take some damage no matter what. That was my read on that there. So I don't know if I like the idea of trying to learn I don't want to rest, actually. Trying to learn the deflect way to do that fight. I think I might just stick to running around. What I can do is I can use some other combat arts here. It sounded like the perfect clang to me. You all can tell me if I'm wrong. But we want to use our spirit emblems. We want to use firecrackers for those. So we want something that does probably Ichimonji. Makes the most sense. Use that during our during the firecracker stun. With Bell Demon and Charmless, it's definitely a more challenging fight. Even there, but even if you don't have, even if you're doing it with the charm, you still take damage from deflecting no matter what, right? You'd have to do it more than just one science. Okay, fine. Was that not a perfect clang? Sounds like a perfect clang to me. I think that's 3 now. I think that's the right sound. Ah, fuck me. I'm doing Ichimonji the wrong way, so that might not even be worth it. What I know we can take is, we can take some sugar. Like, maybe this fight is a lot more boring this way, but it also feels more consistent to me. Also feels a lot more consistent, but it's just the way I know, right? It's what I know. So of course you're going to be more comfortable with what you know. I say that and then I get wrecked. Yo, you are a little faster sometimes than I'm expecting. Please don't reset. Please don't reset. Did I just reset this fight accidentally? I fucking reset the fight. God damn it. Okay, well, we know where the leash radius is. We know where the leash radius is. Fuck me. I guess we're gonna rest. We were right on the edge of it that whole time. That's unfortunate. We go again. Do I have to take these guys out each time? I think I probably do. Because they're going to see me if I am down on the ground, right? Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. I also could have given myself extra spirit emblems. Okay, let's use our Tonto. Oh wait, what? Okay, it doesn't kill the end of the boss or the mini boss, but you get a head start. That's kind of cool. Did not realize that was a thing. That reach is nice when he starts running away. Can still poke him in the butt. Oh, the delayed reaction to the long spark there. So I think I just realized something maybe that I didn't realize before about the long spark or the firecrackers in general is that they there is a, you know, the firecrackers keep cracking. There's like a whole bunch of them going off, and as long as they are still going off, there's like an area of effect on the ground, and so long as the bull walks into that while it's still active, you get the effect. Not sure I'd ever realized that. Should have gone with the thrust. We are getting dangerously close here to leashing you again, so let's not do that. Boy, you are much closer than I realized. I also realized there is a grappling hook above me. Is that something I can... I'm not sure if I can make use of this in some way. Yo, you are going crazy. Take a sugar. Yo, I got backed in the wrong direction. Oh, this is when he goes like on a... Oh, he's at the end, isn't he? He does that rampage when he's at the end of the fight, even though his vitality is not even close to being done. All right, there we go. Maybe someday when I'm feeling really frisky or extra brave, I will try to learn how to do that fight. Actually doing with deflects, but it just doesn't... It doesn't feel good when you know that your deflects, even if you do them perfectly, you're still going to take damage. I can't get past that feeling. Maybe I can. Obviously I can if I really go through the proper exposure therapy. All right, folks, we're just having a nice chill afternoon here. Here I was all geared up for like a super long boss grindy stream, and instead we're just hanging out, making our way through Fountainhead Palace, getting enfeebled, taking out, doing some bullfighting, some bull wrestling. No big deal. Let's go ahead and spend our sen. How many coin purses do we have? Is there anything realistically to spend our sen on anymore besides just Akko's sugar, Ungo's sugar, and Divine Confetti? That feels like the only things that are worth buying. We could buy snap seeds, but I don't really know exactly what I'm supposed to use these on. Why would you want to go through that? I don't know. Just for the heck of doing something different. Old man versus old fish and bull. Sounds like old fish and bull. Sounds like a real strong alcohol. Like a 100. What is the proof? Like 100 proof gin or something. It would be a sake, wouldn't it? We're playing Sekiro here. It's all about the sake. We have 62 light coin purses, 63 heavy coin purses, and 13 bulging. Quick maths here, but that feels like that is over 50,000 sen. At least, right? This is 32,000. And this is another 13. So it's like 45,000 between these two, and then you add another 6,200. So that gets us over 50,000 sen if we cashed in every single coin purse. Never am I ever... Well, I should never say never. I might eventually one day spend all of those. Who knows? We'll see. For now, though, we're going to go buy some more confetti. And I should start using it, shouldn't I? Just start using the dang confetti. Snap seeds are really useful against one particular boss, and you fought a version of him this stream. That is true. You hinted at this before, and I was trying to remember. I remembered that you had dropped a hint about snap seeds, and now you have reminded me that corrupted monk is supposed to be something. It's supposed to be a fight that we can use the snap seeds on. I have not done that yet. We could try that out here. Maybe I kind of want to see that just for my own curiosity. Why don't we try that out? It's not enough reason for me to buy snap seeds here over confetti. We're just going to keep buying confetti. But why don't we do that real quick? Let's throw snap seeds on the bar here. And try them against corrupted monk. Why the hell not? And I presume this is an effect that you can just use. It's a stun effect, so similar to firecrackers. And then, is there any sort of cooldown on it? Okay. Not bad, not bad. Shit. Fuck. Alright. Okay, I'm not interested in doing that fight fully. I just wanted to see what the snap seeds would do, and it is basically like a firecrackers effect. So, good to know. Outside of that, is there anywhere else really to use them? Because I've tried using them against those vengeful spirits, and they did nothing, which was very sad. I wanted them to be of more use than that. I'm going to go back to this Ashina Cross. I'm going to try to use this a little bit more, since this is our newest. But I am going to take a very brief timeout. We'll take a little break here, and I guess we'll keep going through Fountainhead Palace. You should show me the no-hit strat for this boss. It's pretty jank. For both Corrupted and True Monk, or just Corrupted? Because with Corrupted, I guess you only have to do the first phase. So jank, Johanna knows what you're talking about. The no-hit strat. It involves, let me guess, it involves Snap Seeds and Firecrackers. And you just cycle between the two. Something like that? Am I close? That doesn't really sound that janky, actually. Feels like we gotta go stronger on the jank meter to get what you all are talking about. Okay, quick break, and we'll get back to it in just a minute here. All right, let's get back to it here. Oh, was I actually pretty close? That plus more jank, huh? So we did need more on the jank meter, but I was at least trending in the right direction. Actually, I do want to travel back to not Hirata Estate, but the flower viewing stage. All right, let's press forward and see if we can make it to at least take out the, was it the clan leader? The Grenadier, as I like to call her, which annoys Matt to no end. I think I was going to use Ashina Cross, but as I thought about it here during the break, it's actually much more fitting for us to use Sakura Dance, isn't it? Sakura Dance makes so much more sense here at the palace. I think I'm also going to... We'll stick with the... I think I might go back. I like having the Golden Vortex as a safety valve move. Last resort. Press in case of emergency. Where are the enemies here? There's one that's up on the roof, I believe. Only because there is no grenade. Seems like a very minor detail to me. It's really not worth thinking about. So, I mean, they're sort of like, what exactly are they? They are round. They are round. They, you know, you could think of them as just massive grenades that have no pin. They're just explode on impact grenades, right? And they are potentially thrown. Although they tend to kick them at you, don't they? I feel like it's close enough. I ain't never seen no Grenadier kick their grenade. Maybe you haven't been watching the true professional, the really true master level Grenadiers. The Premier League Grenadiers. All right, we want to make our way to the back. We eventually want to get over to the Pot Noble, but we've got to make our way over. Can I get on the roof here? I feel like I've been through here a couple times on Fresh Files, and it feels like I always get spotted by somebody. So I'm going to pop a Gotchins because I don't have the enemy locations memorized just yet. More like a Sakura ball? Sure, let's go with that. Oh, I forgot floating passage. I forgot floating passage was the move that stun locked those guys before. It's a good thing we did have the gotchans there, otherwise I would have been spotted by these archers up here. How am I supposed to sneak behind these archers, though? Is there a grapple point here somewhere? It gets me up. There is a grapple point there, but that's to get me up from down here. How do I actually get up to them, though? Doggo? I thought I remembered there being dogs down here. Should there not be? Maybe there's just no way to sneak behind these two. Unless I'm doing it now, right? By going on this path. Maybe this is the way. If Joylent were here, I'd make a ject shot reference. Did you spell that correctly? Ject shot? Maybe I just found the way that I was trying to find. Can I jump across here? Holy shit. You're supposed to have lost sight of me. That's not very fair. That was illegal. That should have been illegal. I used my blood smoke. But hey, I learned something new. That's how you get behind those two. You learn something new every day in Sekiro. Basically every day. Now, the cave that gets me over to the pot noble is where? Do I have to go up the waterfall, don't I? Whoops. Not up the waterfall, but up the path that's by the waterfall. Another dog? Oh, it's a Final Fantasy X thing? They have underwater soccer in Final Fantasy X, and that's the best technique? The best technique to use against or during the underwater soccer? Okay. Good to know when I never actually play Final Fantasy X. I don't see myself ever getting around to playing any of the Final Fantasy games. Maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I did play Final Fantasy VII back in the day, but that was really the only one. Here we go. Here's the grappling point that I'm looking for. If I can actually reach it. But there's just not enough time. There are too many games. And too much editing. Too many games and too much editing to do. To play them all. Hello. I'm curious to know what this guy is going to be selling, though. Similar to the other pot noble who now sells red lumps. Do you also sell red lumps, or do you have something other? Some other new special thing that you're selling? What do you have? You do also sell red lumps. Okay. All right. So they both sell red lumps, and you have 2 lapis lazuli. I forgot about that. So we're grabbing both of those for sure. Because that might get us an upgrade. We might have a new prosthetic upgrade to buy now. Dragon's blood droplet? Sure, why the hell not? Red lumps. An item I still have yet to use. Consume to gain red eyes and reduce flinching from enemy attacks. What exactly is flinching? Is flinching when, like against True Monk, when I block the last big swing in some of her sequences, where I kind of like get knocked back a ways? Is that flinching? Fresh lumps, get your fresh lumps. You don't need to play them. Oh yeah, I know I don't have any pressure from you guys to play them at all. It's more me just, you know, lamenting the fact that there's just not enough time. Even though I might want to at some point. Flinching is getting interrupted. Oh, is it like poise? Is that all this has been? This is just like a poise booster. I had never thought of it that way. I seriously thought flinching this whole time had to do with you getting knocked back by certain really heavy hitting attacks. I had pigeonholed this in. So it sounds like this is just a big old poise booster. It just takes away your ability to resurrect. However, if you've already died and you don't have the ability to resurrect at all, then there's really no downside. Okay. Good to know. If you really wanted to go ham and not worry about taking any, it really sort of does go against what Sekiro is about, because it's sort of incentivizing you. It's not sort of, it's very much incentivizing you to just attack, 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 attack. Do you know how long this lasts? 30 seconds would be my guess. Okay. When do we get the... Oh, I just need to go through his dialogue. Sure. So we get the truly precious bait automatically. Or maybe it's because I bought the lapis lazuli. I don't know, one or the other. Okay. I mean, do we do this now? Oh, I have to present it to the Great Carp, of course. So we have to make it over to be able to feed the carp, but so it's not going to be for a little while. Okay, cool. Probably longer than Seek Guidance. Feels bad. Quietly, very, very quietly. Alrighty then. Let's keep going. Close to the next skill point. It would be nice to at least take out the clan leader, so we can have the water open to explore. But I also want to keep working my way to the next skill point. Fortunately, the archers are still not that much of a headache, even with Charmless Bell Demon. Don't remember there being any items up here. Just double check though. Glad I was able to get the plunge and attack on one of them though. Make that situation a little less hairy. It would also be fun. It would be also fun if we could manage to get the anti-air death blow on the Shichimen Warrior. Maybe we'll do that as well if we have time here. There's no getting in through here, and there's no item up here. So we'll go this way. Yo, what's up, Joy? You made it. How you doing? God damn it, what did I miss? True Monk went very smooth. Yeah, it was something like 5 or 6 attempts, which I was very, very glad that the Phase 3 came back to me as quickly as it did. And now we're just kind of, you know, hanging out, making our way slowly, like I like to do, slowly, methodically, making my way through Fountainhead Palace here. Talking about soccer enemies in Final Fantasy that I have never seen before. Thank you for the GGs. How's your day going? How's your Friday? I want to take out these archers, or at least one of them. I think I'll use another Gotchins here. Doesn't work. They still are onto you. Oh, I killed you. I killed you. Okay, hold on. You died quicker than I was expecting, but you're an archer. I just said this. I just said you're not a headache. Okay, didn't need a Gotchins. Doesn't do anything. But maybe I can make use of it here against this big group. Let's go ahead and get our extra spirit emblems so we can use our blood smoke, which I still have on. I want to take out the halberd folks. That's the most important thing here. We'll just keep working our way down the line, spend our spirit emblems. I did not realize that you had a lightning move. I don't know if we've ever fought before. I think I took you out as well. I was prioritizing taking you out because it felt like you were one of the tougher challenges. And it does seem like that's the case. So let's gear up a little bit here with some of our items. Woo! I fucking jumped off. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that was a great little gear up there to nothing. Can I actually get back into the fight? I fucking jumped off. God damn it. Yeah, that was one of the enemies that I should have taken out. I should have focused on taking out that enemy. Ay, 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 ay. I guess I have to settle for you. Whoa, did not realize you were here. Holy shit. Holy shit, where the fuck did you come from? Okay, I'm getting surrounded here. Missed both times. Missed both times on my vortex. I forgot there's two of them over back in the back. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that went not as poorly as it could have, because I could have died. That would have been the worst outcome in that situation. Okay, yeah. We definitely did not fight the person in the purple getup, because I think correctly surmised the first time through that that's probably, I thought it was a mini boss. I think that's what I thought. Oh, this is not a mini boss. I can leave this for last and just fight it, because I had blood smoke, and I just decided, nah, I'll save my emblems and I'll do the fight here against this enemy, not realizing that it's like probably the hardest one of the bunch. The band thinks you're still in the fight. Yeah, I was in fight definitely there without me realizing it. Because this, I don't know how I didn't get both enemies. There's another purple halberd enemy hanging out in the back there. Okay, let's see if I can. I'm very close to my next skill point. So if we just take out, man, okay, there's actually two halberd folks in the back. Let's use our last gotchins here. Let's also use our last Tonto. One more Tonto. And we will use our last gotchins so we can get the sneak on these folks. Can I get the sneak on them? I think I might need to go around this way. Shit. There are actually a lot of grapple points here, so I don't necessarily need to be as... Oh, wow, there's so many of you, actually. There's so many of you. God damn it. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up. I'm thinking Gotchins is going to get me out of all these situations. What exactly are those? I thought they would be like filled with lightning, but they're not like, they're not ending in a lightning explosion, so I don't know. What the heck is all that supposed to be? Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Joy concurs that this is the Final Fantasy thing. That Japanese halberd weapons are usually called Naginata. Naginata? Okay. It's really hard to get, I just want to get my blood smoke. I didn't have enough for blood smoke? Oh, I need 6 for blood smoke. So I went against the wrong person here. What? Okay, that was odd. All right, we're at the end of our spirit emblems here, but we have secured that next skill point, and that's really what matters. But if you keep killing enemies, you do get more spirit emblems, so... Don't know what I was trying to do there. Do they just keep doing that? Okay. Moving right along. Didn't know that was a thing. Interesting attack pattern, you say. You don't say. Interesting attack pattern. Is that what happened? I turned them around, but they were in the middle of doing a spin attack, so they ended up looking like they were facing me. That's hilarious. Talk about bashing your head against a wall. Not that I've ever done that before. Not that I've ever been guilty of doing this. Alright. Alright, what are we gonna do here? I still need to go get the enemy that was doing the Tai Chi up there, and maybe that's priority number one. I just like killing as many enemies as possible. I like killing all the enemies. I just don't want to fight. I don't necessarily want to fight the, what are we calling these again? Naginata? The Naginata enemies are at the top of my avoid list. So I'm totally fine doing a little cheese against them. What? How did I not get the plunging death blow? I just said I didn't want to fight you guys. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Can't grab that grapple point? Really? Really, Sekiro? Actually, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, because I already locked in the skill point. That's really usually the only worry that I have, is taking a death right before locking in a skill point, but we already did that. So why am I getting worked up here? Oh, okay, so they have problems jumping up as well. I'm glad to know that the whole grappling hook system is not... I'm not the only one flummoxed by that whole way of doing things. Can I go down here and get you? Well, you are really turned around, aren't you? You are really a fish out of water right now. Or a fish in water? It's that part of the stream. It's that part of the stream, folks. There are a few items down here, I think, as well as a few doggos. And eventually this leads around to the Shichimen Warrior. Haha, I actually see that. I actually see that emote, which because it apparently is a BTTV global, which does show up apparently in YouTube chat. The cool thing about YouTube streams is you can immediately rewind if you want. Exactly. The other thing you missed, Joy, was me failing to correctly start my stream, because this is only the second time that we've done a live stream here on YouTube. And so I forgot that you have to not just press start streaming in OBS, you have to also hit go live in the YouTube window. So silly me hit start streaming in OBS and started talking my butt off for about 15 minutes before I got a text from Matt saying, "Are you going live soon?" It would have been pretty hilarious if it were more than just me that could have seen the look on my face. "10 minutes, 15 minutes, you know. long enough to be embarrassed. Long enough for it to be something that I am, it was a failfish moment. It was definitely a failfish moment. Definitely don't have enough pellets. Joy is using the power of her imagination. I did get a pretty good laugh out of it, though. And an important lesson was learned. So this person is no longer doing Tai Chi or whatever. So, does that mean we can sneak around this side? Yes, it does. Oh, right, and you drop the Dragon Spring Sake. Gotcha. Okay. We have a lot of Sen, so why don't we go and spend that on something? Could spend it on Spirit Emblems if I really want to. Either way, I do want to rest here because we want to have full... Let's actually travel back to the temple real quick. It's a new interface, and it's also just a new set of steps. I mean, you stream as many... I mean, we did literally years on Twitch, right? And you just have a certain habit of doing things, and being able to just click one button in OBS and have everything happen. It just, you know, you get used to it. The muscle memory. So right now we have, let's see. I'm actually going to buy Spirit Emblems. Yeah. Because we have so much of everything else. So we're just gonna keep topping off things. Keep everything topped off. That's way more than topped off. But everything else is way more than topped off, so what the hell? Okay, let's go back and take out... What was this, I don't even remember the name of this. Okami Clan Leader? What the hell was your name? Okami Clan Grenadier? I remember it being a relatively easy fight. Do we need to put a lot of thought into this? A lot of thought and effort? Or can we just go to town on you? Well, not completely going to town. Okay, so you can just kick that thing in my face. There we go. I do need to deflect that at some point. Wow, I'm just getting too far away. I'm getting too far away and my Sakura dance is not connecting. And then that actually does a reasonable amount of damage. And your little double kicks, okay. You just have very little posture, right? That's the thing. You have so little posture. Even on Charmless Beldemon, like, it's almost like a Miss Noble type of fight. And it's only because I was dinking around using Sakura dance there and trying to do, like, whatever lightning reversal stuff that it was even any sort of a contest. You're really just supposed to just get in there and get it done. I was for a while, though. I was getting a face full of balls. You can actually one-shot her if you, like, completely buff yourself out. How do you... What's the one-shot strat? All right, so the water is open to us now. The water is open. What do we want to do here? I don't really want to go through and... Like, I can go through and re-explore the full lake, headless, all that stuff I can do on my own time. I'm just thinking the one thing that we could explore that's a little different is we could do... Oh, we can do the Shichimen Warrior. Maybe let's do that. Can I get back over to this idol? I can't get back up to this idol from here, can I? Well, not if I do that. Jesus Christ. I was gonna try and see if I could jump up there. That was also a fail. I need to refill my my gourds and stuff. So let's do that. It's just all failed today, Joy. Other than True Monk, the one actual goal that we had in front of us, the one actual objective was accomplished in no trouble at all. What was I thinking of doing here? I meant to go back to the last idol is what I meant to do. And I just instinctively went here. Let's go back to the Great Sakura. I want to see if we can get this this anti-air death blow. We really got to stick close to the Shichimen Warrior. That is the key. Let's clear out the dogs so we don't run into these guys at all. Clear out the dogs. And there was another dog up here, right? It puts us into battle with him. Okay, I guess we're jumping into this then. But there's a dog up... I really want to take out this dog first. I really want to take you out first. Okay, now we have the rest of... Let's put our terror on. Purple gourd over here. I was waiting for that to happen. I was like, where's the Wow, okay, that went terribly because I tried to drink when I shouldn't have. The fuck? How the hell did I get hit? Okay. Jump around on me, dude. Nope. That is jumping around. That's the move. We got it. We got it. It exists, Matt. It exists. He stayed in the air much longer than I was thinking he would. No, come on. I didn't have a really good angle there to run past him. We got it, Yohanan. Yohanan was right. All right, do it one more time. One more time to the air. He was in the air and I missed it. Fuck me. Fuck, where's he appearing? Shit. Damn it. Oh my god. I panicked there. The fucking terror got the better of me. It's annoying. This particular area is the most annoying by far because you're constrained into that little narrow valley. It's such a bad spot to try to. When he teleports over, it sucks. That person ran right by me without seeing me. That person ran right by me without aggroing to me. That was pretty funny. I did not mean to aggro the Shichimen Warrior. Fuck me. I'm trying to just get over here so I can take out the dog. That's all I want to do. Is fucking take out the dog. Because that can happen. Motherfucker. God damn it. We're having all kinds of fun here. Having all sorts of fun today. What is the best way to get back to this guy? Am I going from the wrong idol? Maybe I should be going from the Pot Noble idol. You did not die, apparently. I should have gotten a death blow on you to recover my health. Yo, oh, it's the stupid thing where we get into combat for just like 1 second against the warrior. Okay, all right, hold on here. Let me catch my breath a little bit. Matt had to rewind because it happened so fast. It was very quick. But hey, we have rewind now. Oh, I forgot to see, I didn't see the comment about how to get the one shot on that enemy. I'll give you a hint. She's a huge fan of House of Pain and their song. The song from House of Pain is... yeah, Brian Wilson. That's the guy that when the Matt typing Brian Wilson in chat, I have that associated with. But I am, when I'm on the spot like this, and I'm in the middle of streaming or trying to recall, even if I'm not streaming, like if I'm on the spot trying to recall the name of a song that I can actually hear the melody to, but I can't actually figure out what are the words. Like I hear like the record scratching. It's a great song. It's one of my favorite songs. But I don't remember the name right now. I hate that. Okay, let's just focus in on Shichimen Warrior. We'll get the song to come... The name of the song will come to you when you're not stressing about it. Some talk about Jung-Hoo Lee. Oh boy. The question mark with Jung-Hoo Lee is, can he deal with a fastball? Because the average, from what I've heard, the average fastball in the KBO is like 88 miles an hour. The average fastball in the big leagues is 94. That's a pretty big difference. Not to mention how regularly guys hit 100 or more. Actually, I should not have done this. I should have waited for him to do his other move and then popped all this, but it's fine. Because he has that aura on the ground. Although maybe... Can I defeat that aura with the Divine Confetti? Like, am I actually invulnerable to that aura? I should have done the jump attack there. The anti-air death blow. Nope. I was just slightly out of position. Just slightly out of position. So I really need to use the maximum width to my advantage. We had him in the air again. Getting the dogs in on the act. That could have gone a lot worse. Getting me to trying to focus, having to focus on two things. Managed to keep my calm though. All right, where are you at here? I'm assuming you're going to the other end. Aha. Fuck. So do we just assume that he goes straight to the other end of the court here? Fuck me. I guess we just assume that he goes down to the end. Get soul streamed, I know. Soul stream. A move that I wouldn't mind trying out when whenever I decide to do a sorcery build in DS3. Although I think my first build for New Game Plus is going to be a Pyromancer. Give a throwback to the in honor of our DS1 Pyromancer. Oh right, you dropped Lapis Lazuli, so it is actually worth taking you out in New Game Plus. One of the few mini bosses where you can say that. Yo, Divine Confetti is the best. Divine Confetti is the best. So now let's make our way through. Let's make our way through past the Great Carp and register the checkpoint. Register the checkpoint that is past the Great Carp, the other Sculptor's Idol. もしそれならば今は水の中 That is what I'm planning on doing. 代理の扉は大事なお使いがあるのでお若いお人に代理の扉を Just need somebody to open the door. You're a lot more dangerous than you are giving yourself credit for. Although, I guess she was stabbing a bunch of Miss Nobles. So maybe I shouldn't be as impressed. Maybe I shouldn't be as impressed as I once was. Yeah, also, lady, how the hell did you get out here? Wait, is it not right here? Apparently it's over here. I was a little too far to the side. FromSoft liking their floating energy skulls, yeah. Is it Bring 'Em Out? Bring 'Em Out, Bring 'Em Out? Is that the one? Is that what the song is called, though? Or are those words just in it? But apparently I was saying that during the Shichimen Warrior fight. Not quite. It's not Bring 'Em Out. What am I forgetting? Why are there ceramic shards there? All right, how do we avoid... Oh, we have tall grass to hide in here. That's how we avoid the view of the carp. Although maybe I should be making a dash for it now. I was still too late. Hesitation is defeat. So we'll wait for the carp to turn around, and then we will head for this spot here. Right? Although we really want to be over on that far side. So I don't know. Wait, why are you stopping here? Oh, is it like the snake? Does this thing kind of change its pattern based on where you are in this whole little area? Is that what's going on here? It kind of changes where it patrols, doesn't it? Because then I think we're supposed to go up to the left. And now we can, like, make a dash for it? Perfect. Easy. Just as planned. Let's go. It's just a giant carp. How dangerous could it be? Oh, that's not what I said that I'm talking about? Okay, let me read what you said. Did anyone notice when he literally said some of the lyrics while fighting the last Shichimen Warrior? Are we doing a different song? I thought it was the song by the House of Pain, which apparently is not Bring 'Em Out. I will point something out you might not have internalized. His beam is not a perilous attack. Are you serious? You can actually deflect the beam? Is that really a thing? You can literally deflect anything that is not a perilous attack? I definitely have not internalized that. There was a possible leak for the Elden Ring DLC date range, February 2024, and something called New Game Expansion sometime in 2025. New Game Expansion. So you're saying I need to hurry up and play Elden Ring? I know you're not saying that. We'll get around to Elden Ring whenever we get around to it. Obviously not confirmed, it's just speculation and whatever, who knows where that leak came from. We can rest here. There. Oh yeah, there's still a couple more of you. The hell are you doing? Okay. That was a bit awkward. So... Wait, how do we get over to... How do we get over to this far side? Or not the far side, but this, the spot with the... It actually is not... I thought you accessed it... Wait, am I getting mixed up? The spot with where you feed the carp. How do we get there again? Is there actually a way here that I forgot about? Does coming up here actually give you a like grapple point location or something? Or do you get there through the water? Maybe that's what it is. You need to get in somehow through the water? Why am I forgetting this? Why am I... Oh, shit, I forgot they come back. Why am I forgetting how to do this? You're close? What did I say there that was close? The fact that I need to go through the water? It has to do with a controller manufacturer adding a page to their website about a collaboration with Elden Ring that was quickly taken down. Oopsie. Oopsie. Somebody's getting fired. Seems soon for them to not have announced anything at the Game Awards. True, you'd think they would have announced something by now for a February release. How far out do they normally announce that stuff? Longer than 2 months, sounds like what you're saying. There must be some way to access this in the water that I'm just forgetting about. Right? Like this bridge here? Or... How did I get here before? What the hell? How have I completely forgotten how I got to this part? It's been so long, I guess, since I really fully worked my way through Fountainhead Palace. Where could you not have reached before going underwater? Where could you not have reached before going underwater? Where could you not have reached? We went through the Carp area. Oh, there is a grapple point here. Except I can't reach that. Is it the underwater that unlocked it for me? Well, obviously you have to have underwater before coming here. I must be clearly forgetting something. I did have to get to an underwater tunnel to get to that statue. Correct. Did I miss something in that? There's not anything else in that underwater tunnel, is there? That's not how I got here. I thought there was like some grapple point that I accessed from... I am seriously drawing a blank on this. I guess we got to go back up to the last communed idol. You couldn't cross the gap before then. Huh? We are technically at the 3-hour mark here, so it's probably time for us to be wrapping up. But I wanted to try to do a little bit of something with the truly precious bait, because I want to give the truly precious bait from the other pot noble. I'm assuming that I don't have to. I can just go ahead and do that now, right? There's no real complicated quest there. Anything that we haven't done before. I would just feed as many precious baits as I can, get as many carp scales as I can, and then do the truly precious bait. But I also need to figure out how to fucking get there. What the hell am I missing? Think it through physically. In other words, you won't be able to cross the gap by standing somewhere you could have stood before going through. You won't be able to cross the gap by standing somewhere. Right. True. So you would think that there would be some other spot here. Maybe there is a spot here that I'm forgetting that allows us to access this. But I don't remember getting there from underwater. Why is this not making sense to me? Colder? Let me go through. I guess we have the lady up in here now. We can complete her. Sag. It wasn't through here though, was it? Oh, maybe it is. Wait, there's nothing in there? I don't even get a Jesus statue or anything? Hello? I know there's no prayer bead there this time, but usually they replace it with a Jesus statue or something. Okay, maybe I am just being a dingus and it was like you can get back up on the roof or something from here. Maybe that's all it was. Because we couldn't grapple onto the roof before. So now we can get over here. Okay, there it is. I was just being a dingus. Wouldn't be the first time this stream. God damn it. Panic drink. Not interrupting you. Not interrupting you is throwing me off a little bit. The Shuriken is much better at interrupting them, though. All right, we made it. We made it. We made it. Let's find the other enemies here, take them out. Where'd she go? Where'd you go? Oh, you're down further down than I thought. Or is it just a dog? I think it's just a dog, actually. So that's not nearly as concerning. Where are the rest of the... There's the person sitting out by the end of the bridge, but I think there's somebody else on a rooftop or something. Really tough to sneak up on the dogs. They got the heightened awareness. Oh yeah, I am seeing a drop in the bitrate here. We've had mostly smooth sailing, but we are starting to see some drop frames here. So maybe it is the sign from the internet that we are supposed to wrap up here. Shurikens are pretty good against enemies that like to jump around. That didn't immediately occur to me, but you're totally right. I thought there was another enemy on the rooftop here, but I guess not. So it's just I forgot the name of the Japanese halberd, but Japanese halberd person hanging out. Okay, let's go over here and get the idol. Maybe the first thing I should have done. How are the frames looking? Should be a little better now. Naginata, there we go. No idea if I'm getting the emphasis in the right spot or anything like that. Usually it seems like the first syllable. It feels like a lot of words in Sekiro have had the first syllable as the emphasis. Alright, we're gonna feed the fish, get some carp scales, and then I think we'll call it a stream. So we'll do our precious bait first, of course. We'll get the rewards. I don't know if you have to collect the rewards. Like, maybe you can collect them all at once. Or if I have to go one at a time like this. But it's been a fun stream. It's been a much more chill stream than the Grey Shinobi Owl stream. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a little bit of chill with Sekiro. Take the chill when you can get it. But I think going forward, I think, like, we've had a lot of the mini-bosses and various parts of the games that I've been recording and putting up as episodes. I don't know what else you all would want to see. Like, I don't know if you guys want to see anything else in the Fountainhead Palace. We've kind of gone through the whole thing now. We just basically have the little ascent to Divine Dragon. And then it's working our way back through the outskirts to take on Demon of Hatred as well as Sword Saint, right? So we're coming down the home stretch here. So I think the only stuff that I have in mind to either live stream or record is basically Demon of Hatred and Sword Saint. And that whatever mini bosses there are left, I'm kind of feeling like I'll just do those on my own time. But you all feel free to let me know what you think, for those of you who might be watching this after the fact. If you made it to the end of a live stream VOD, by the way, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. But definitely let me know what else you all want to see. I know we've already talked about the fact that there is some significant content that would be like another ending, essentially. And that is going to be for New Game Plus. But as far as what we've got left in New Game... Sorry. The extra ending has to be New Game Plus. Plus, which I think I probably will do a video for whatever that is. getting some non-spoiler direction from my mods. But for the rest of New Game Plus, I think I'll basically just work through the mini bosses and other stuff on my own time, and we'll probably have a live stream or something else for maybe Demon of Hatred and Sword Saint we could do at some point, if that all sounds good to y'all. Okay, so we're done with the Precious Bait, and I think Johannan had said that that's basically it. Once you get to this point, it sounds like there's nothing else to do with Precious Bait other than feed 3 of them. It looks like that's the limit, right? You feed 3, and then that's when the Carp rewards run out. So there's really nothing else to do with Precious Bait, is there? And so the only thing at this point to do is to feed the truly Precious Bait. And since we did the Hirata Noble on New Game, we'll do the Fountainhead Noble this time. Is there any reason, Matt or Joy, probably Matt I guess would be the guy to ask, is there any reason why I don't want to do this truly Precious Bait now? Or is there any like secret stuff that I don't know about that I would want to do some other stuff before this? Otherwise, I'm going to feed the truly Precious Bait to the Carp here, and we're going to see what happens with the Fountainhead Noble. You don't think so? So we'll just go ahead and take care of business then. Take care of business and call it a day. I guess we also get the finish to... Let's go ahead and rest here. And we can get the completion to this little quest line here, which apparently rewards Lapis Lazuli, which had totally escaped me. All right, truly Precious Bait, Pot Noble, Koromori. Let's go. And he's out. He is out of here. Let's rest again. That does immediately progress you over here. Oh, and then we have to bring you the Whisker. That's right. Okay. So I'm remembering how we did this before now. So now we can... Let's go back to the Noble here. The Pot Noble. Near Pot Noble. That's what it's called. He loves it. At least at first he does. It's not till a little bit later. There he is down there. He's in the water. So it's basically just the same thing that happens with the Hirata Noble, which is what I had guessed. I just hadn't thought about the logistics of the situation here, but of course the only water that's nearby is way down there, so he would have fallen off the cliff. Oh, that's who drops the Lapis Lazuli. Okay, so it drops from... So it's not a... Well, maybe we get one for completing the Whisker quest line as well. Now, can I go down and talk to you? I should be able to go down and talk to you, right? And what do you have to say? Oh, well, of course we can still purchase stuff from you. Just the red lumps, though. Okay. Is it ever possible? Yay for that. Is it ever... We do know what happened to the big fish. Matt, did you actually watch my new game playthrough? I feel like there are so many things that we did in the new game playthrough that Matt's just like, nope, don't remember. Yes, that was one of the funnier moments in the new game playthrough because I just out of pure luck, happened to go back to the ape's watering hole because I had some cockamamie theory. We do have the complete mask. We've bought all 3 mass fragments, and I accidentally spent 5 of my skill points to upgrade my attack power once without realizing that that's how many. I thought for some reason it was going to spend like the, you know, how you have to earn 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever the number is to get up to the next skill point. I thought it was going to spend some of those tens of thousands, not the actual skill points that I had banked, which is silly in retrospect. Of course it's going to spend your actually banked skill points. But hey, we got an extra attack power out of it. No big deal. What I was gonna ask, Matt's getting forgetful in his old age, yes. Wait till the keto fully kicks in. Once he gets fully keto adapted, that's not gonna happen anymore. His memory and alertness is gonna kick into high gear. What was I gonna say? Is it ever possible to progress anything further? Is this as far as it goes with either of these pot nobles, that you can't actually get them to grow into any sort of a bigger fish, can you? Because we've bought everything from them. We've bought everything there is to buy, and this seems to be as far as it goes. So, nothing else to be done. Oh, you do remember. Okay. You were just thinking, Matt, see, Matt is being considerate. I am mistaking Matt's consideration for forgetfulness, but he is being cautious, as I advise people to be when it comes to spoilers, and just make sure that you don't inadvertently spoil something that I don't know. So I appreciate that, Matt. Let's go to the Watering Apes hole. The LL is the ultimate reward, which we've gotten now from the Pot Noble. Is there any reason to go back to the other Pot Noble? Still don't know how the hell you ended up here, because there's no waterway nearby that's... Just don't question it. Just roll with it. Yeah, maybe you forgot. The fucking human teeth on the carp dude. I suppose we could buy the upgrades as well, since we actually have lapis lazuli to spend now. And there's no reason not to give this to him, right? Hey, Tarantula, good to see you, friend. We're just about to wrap up here, but we had I won't say anything about True Monk, other than, you know, you can see that we've gotten past True Monk. So I will not spoil anything for you to rewatch the VOD later, but it's good to see you. How have you been? Two lapis lazuli this stream, is that what we got? I feel like it might have been more than that, because we remember we bought two from the Pot Noble, and we picked up the one from Shichimen Warrior and the one from finishing the Pot Noble's questline, so I think it's actually 4. So we might even be able to get both final upgrades. You give us Divine Grass. Is that what you gave us in New Game? Did he give us Divine Grass? Or did we get something else there? Rest. Rest at long last, both of you. Okay, so we don't get the lapis lazuli from them. We get it from the Pot Noble. Cool. Good enough. So, with that, let's check. Let's go back to the temple, and let's check our upgrade tree. Rip Sag indeed. I've been great. True Monk is one of my favorite fights. Someone might have pointed out earlier, but she does the Yashiriku pose when she lands on the bridge. Yo, I didn't even think about that. Or I wasn't looking for that. The Yashiriku pose. I might need to remind myself what that is here. Let's give ourselves some extra emblems, just so I'm not actually spending any of my resources on this, because you have to be very we have to be very careful with spending our 478 spirit emblems. So let's do the Yashiriku's Spirit Fall. You talking about that pose there? She does that pose? Huh. Try doing it in sync with her in the memory. Really? Let's try that. Why not? Let's give that a shot here. See, these are the little fun flavor things that I do at this point like to have pointed out. I'm not as much of a fan as these things on a first playthrough, but we're at the point where I'm like, hey, yeah, give me this sort of thing. It shouldn't matter yet. Well, no, it has to be True Monk, because you're saying that when she lands on the bridge, she does this pose. That's just what she says to him there. She's thanking him for his hard work. Wait, what? Oh, you're translating the actual Japanese. I need to get my my actual. Well, it doesn't matter what we do here. We can actually spend these. We can actually spend these in here. So you're saying do this when she comes out here, huh? Oh, she does it after this, though. She does it right there. Is that it? You're saying that's the Yashiriku pose? Did I miss it? I don't think I did it right. Be careful for the hitbox when she lands. Do I have to do it, like, exactly when she lands? Yeah, I'm actually not quite convinced either. It doesn't quite look like the Yashiriku pose to me, but I also am still, I feel, a rookie at recognizing these poses. You're saying kind of? Not much later, so I was... I gotta try this again. Let's try this again. Is there something that's supposed to happen? Am I supposed to get a special interaction if I sync up my... This feels like... I don't know. How are we supposed to do this here? Do I have to be facing a certain way? See, that's... So there's that. Okay. I can kind of see it a little bit, maybe. Maybe. Was there something special that was supposed to happen? Or is it just... Are we just, like, comparing poses? She pulls her arm up. I can kind of see it a little bit. I can kind of see it a little bit now. The timing does kind of line up. Yeah, yeah. Not bad, not bad. It's just a fun detail. Okay, okay. You look like a badass doing it. She looks like a badass. Wolf looks like a badass. Good to know. I do want to be using Yashiriku's sugar more. Definitely a lot more. Because it is a very powerful tool, and many of the videos that I've seen now, as I've been kind of prepping for some of these Charmless Bell Demon boss fights, it's a very much used. The people that are not doing, you know, no sugar, sword only videos or anything like that, if they are using a sugar, a lot of times it's Yashiriku's, because they've gotten so practiced at the fight that they know the timings, and so they don't have to worry about, like, what's the big deal about taking the extra, you know. Let me ask something. I just had a question that I thought of. Is it possible for you, if you perfectly deflect, can you ever get your posture broken if you are always perfectly deflecting? Because it feels like you can have like a really full posture meter, and the only time that it seems to actually break your posture is if you don't, if you happen to mistime a deflect. Is that true? Or am I making up fake news? Too many visitors. There's really not that many people visiting the temple, my dude. I know, I can relate. I'm a little bit of a recluse too. Apparently I need money for the final upgrades here, but I think we have enough to do both of these. Ah, okay. The only thing I'm missing is fulminated mercury. I actually do need more fulminated mercury because I only have enough for one of these. Okay. So we can get Lazulite Sabimaru. The combination of lapis lazuli and the rusted blue blade produces a poisonous mist with every swing. With every swing. As opposed to every other swing, right? Isn't that the normal Sabimaru? So every single swing deals poison. If you don't miss deflects, you should not lose posture. At least that's what I think from my experience. That is my experience as well. You might build up posture damage. I think you do build it up, but only to a point. It feels like there is some maximum posture damage that you will have taken, at which point you can no longer accrue more from perfect deflects. But you will get it obviously broken the moment that you miss one. That's what it feels like to me. My experience so far leads me to believe that. So that's even more reason, if you get so good at the game where you're always perfectly deflecting, then of course Yashiriku's is a no-brainer. Perfect deflects really should be increasing your opponent's meter, not yours. Sure, but I think, like, if you go into any boss fight and you just deflect, we could test this out right now, but I don't know if I feel like doing it. But I feel like even at the beginning of a fight, even if you're perfectly deflecting when your posture meter is empty, you will accrue some, right? General rule, your posture never breaks as long as you deflect. There are some exceptions like status effects. So you're talking about like building up burn damage or poison damage. Yeah, those are a different story. They're not like the posture bar. Okay. Either way, what upgrade would we want to get here? Dissolving the lapis lazuli over the blade causes the ancient blue rust to bubble to the blade's surface. What is the other? Feel free to fill me in on what else is different about this lazulite Sabemaru. It feels like the only difference, which is a pretty good, powerful one, but the only difference that I'm seeing here is that every single swing applies poison. Whereas with the other versions, every other swing applies poison. But there probably is other stuff that I'm missing here. What about the Sacred Flame? Damages even apparitions with its blazing purple flame. This flame does not, however, inflict burn status. The sacred lapis lazuli fires are divine. Cleanse the deep-seated hatred with flame. Which one of these two do you all like? Check the combos. So it looks like we have... The combo text is different. What is this one here? Perform a flurry of attacks with both your sword and Sabemaru. Actually, that's basically the same. And then the second part says, Sabemaru's sharpened blade will damage enemy vitality and posture, even if guarded. A poison mist erupts from every swing of Sabemaru. That's how I'm interpreting it. It sounds... Because I think that's how the regular Sabemaru acts. You only inflict poison every other swing. Sacred Flame, shoot flames, holy power before you. Effective against apparitions. Release a blast of holy flame before you. The powerful blast knocks enemies backward. Neither one of these feels like mind-blowing. Like, oh, I gotta have this. This is like a game changer. Is there a third page? Third page is just upgrade materials. Right, the other one is like the Sakura Bull dealing damage through your deflects, yeah. Those sorts of deals. Oh, we did not try Divine Confetti against the Sakura Bull Tarantula. Yo, we should have had you here to suggest that. That would have been, I would have been, because one thing we did get to happen, Tarantula, is we got the anti-air death blow against the Shichimen Warrior. We actually did get that to happen this time. It was a little hard to see. You had to be paying attention, but it did happen. So maybe there is an extra effect against the bull that you can counter that. I'll have to wait till New Game Plus for that action, unless there's another bull that I'm forgetting about. It's a good feeling getting that anti-air death blow. Hell yeah, it is, dude. That fight is so much like... That used to be the most annoying fight ever. And now it is an absolute joke. Okay, you know what, folks? You know me. Akinar likes to debate these things endlessly. So we are going to think this over. We're going to think this one over. I might even do a little bit of, wiki research, and that might be a little dangerous still. There's some things I need to stay in the dark on, but there's part of me, the min-max part of my brain, that is a bit anxious to kind of look some things up, the nitty-gritty details on some of these prosthetic upgrades and combat arts and all that stuff. Bro forgot about Headless. I did go back. One of the things we did an update on some of the off-stream or off-camera activities. I did go back and take out a couple of the Headless enemies. So I have been putting Divine Confetti to work in those fights, as usual. You always do that, right? But I think that's where we're going to wrap up this installment of Sekiro. It has been a very different one from what I was expecting, because we got to do a lot more of Fountainhead Palace than I was planning on doing. So yeah, like I said before, I'll just repeat it for those here at the end as we're wrapping up. I think the only main objectives I have left for New Game Plus is basically Demon of Hatred and Sword Saint. I'm assuming that Divine Dragon is still going to be a spectacle fight, and that just because we're doing Charmless Bell Demon, it's not going to be anything to get worked up over. I'll still have a lot of fun looking at it, but that boss, as well as whatever remaining mini bosses there are, I'm not sure that that's content that I want to take the time to record for a YouTube episode. If there are some of those that you would like to see, or fairly, like using a particular prosthetic tool against a particular mini boss, or some interaction that I'm not familiar with, if you have some suggestions, feel free to throw them at me, and we can consider putting some of that footage in there. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep working my way forward here, and then when we're ready to take on Demon of Hatred and or Sword Saint, I think we'll just do another live stream, and we'll have fun hanging out here. And I got to think that those are going to be much more of a boss grind compared to True Bug. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So you all let me know what you think. And yeah, it is. I'm looking forward. I'm also excited eventually to get to whatever this other stuff, this other ending that people seem to be interested in and excited about. So that will be for later on down the road. But for now, we'll go ahead and... why am I trying to take Yashiriku's sugar? I was trying to... Never mind. I'm switching over to this here. That's what I was supposed to be doing. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there and call it a successful live stream. So Matt, Joy, Tarantula, Yohanan, everybody else that has been hanging out, lurking, and everybody who is watching after the fact. If you made it this far to the end of a 3-hour video, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. I think it was kind of... I wasn't trying to be, not that I necessarily try to be entertaining normally, but I was definitely much more chill after the main objective was completed. So, but we still had a lot of fun. So you all have a wonderful weekend. And whenever I see you all next, in whatever form that may be, thank you all very much for joining me. And I hope to see you in the next one.